Yellow Lockers, welcome back to another video with me, Larissa. So, hopefully you have watched my atrociously long part 1 of my budgeting method, Ballin on a budget. So in this video, we're gonna talk again about money, and I'm going over my finances, what I do, how I divide up my student loan refund checks, what I do, how I divide my paychecks up from my little tiny part-time job. Okay, so I have a financial planner that I personally made because I'm a little nerd and I love supplies and organization. In this way, I'm able to stay organized. Every month, I start off with a blank monthly budget sheet. Okay. And I also start off with my envelope method, consumables, and other paper plan. So before we get into that, let's dive into how I divide up my budget for the term. I'll either pop on my Excel sheet or I can just talk right to you on here, because I do both. Math-wise, it's just easier for me to calculate on the Excel sheet, and then I transfer it to paper, so then it is in my financial planner. So actually, let's move to the Excel document. So what I have listed is the amount that I am refunded, then how many weeks that I need to plan for, and the months that is as well, just because some things are paid monthly, some things I do weekly. I budget for 1 or 2 months in advance to my next refund check, just to make sure that I am not scraping by with pennies before my next refund check hits. So, for example, I've guesstimated, I haven't gotten my refund check quite yet, so I've guesstimated about the amount that I'm going to be refunded for this fall term. And I am budgeting for 22 weeks and about 5 months. So I categorize what am I paying. So the consumables, other, which we went over in the PowerPoint, living expenses, rent, my car loan, insurance, so my car insurance, rental insurance, my subscriptions, which is Spotify, Amazon, Microsoft Office, my hard supplements that I take. I do take a lot of supplements, as well as a clothing budget. I total all of that up and subtract it from the refund total, and then the remainder goes to whatever goal I'm trying to reach, which right now is my savings account minimum goal. And that money is just gonna go right in there. I also, from the trimester, I know that my weekly budget for my consumables is gonna be $140. I know that my other budget is gonna be $60 a week. So then I multiply that by the months or whatever, and then multiply that by the trimester. Or take the weeks times, you get the picture. I figure it out. And then, same with living. My living expenses is Wi-Fi, electric, and heat. So those are my living expenses. Rent, blah, blah, blah. It's all, you get the picture. I transfer that onto my lovely sheet, which was right here. Yay. Super exciting. And I literally just make it prettier than my Excel document. Yeah, and then I put my paycheck division up, which we went over in the last video, but I will go over it again, just in case you didn't watch it or forgot. So I am doing emergency fund, 10% of my paycheck. My Wells Fargo student loan is 10% of my paycheck. My gifts fund is 10% of my paycheck. I am putting some into my slush fund just for extra gratification and to keep me motivated, and that's 10% of my paycheck as well. And the remainder is going into my savings account. Again, I work 8 hours a week on minimum wage. My paychecks are about $150 for 2 weeks. So it's not much. Like, keep that in mind. But it's something, and that's what we're working with. Hopefully this education will help boost my paycheck and get me paying off everything much more. Regardless, that is what I do. So again, I'm going to take you through my last, a couple months ago. That's the cleanest one, I guess. Okay, so in my binder at the beginning of every month, okay, so let's say for June, at the beginning of every month, I take that blank sheet and I write June, look at that, or whatever month it is. And then I take my monthly expenses. So for my consumables, I write down the monthly cost, my monthly budget. For the other, I write down my monthly budget, living expenses, my monthly budget, and then the loan that I'm paying off Wells Fargo, savings account, and emergency account. And I write down my monthly budget and my monthly goals. So for other and for consumables, I take this sheet and I fold it up and I put it in my wallet. And then that way, every time that I go and spend money, I throw the receipts in my wallet and or take this out immediately and write down what I spent my money on. So for this one I bought, I went to Cub and I went to Target, went and got gas, and I write it down on the grocery side and I subtract it in the week. If you want a more description as to what I do, it's in my other video towards the end. I mean, even look down there. And then whatever is left over for the week, I total that up and put it into my slush fund, and that is my slush fund money. And I know a lot of people are going, well, Larissa, why don't you just put that towards your savings and then you'll reach your savings goal fund? Again, life is meant to be lived, and I don't want to be sitting here 50 years down the road wanting to take another vacation because I'm trying to hit my reduce my loan cost. Yes, it totally would help me in the long run. However, I want to actually live my life while I can still be a movable adult and do really fun things without waking up with aches and pains all day. All right. Anyway, on the back of my sheets of the monthly budget, I also write down week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, for how much money is going into my slush fund account, just to keep track of that. And then I take my paychecks and I write them down week by week, and then their divisions. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We do not want any difficult lemon business here. So that is what I do for my budget. And it's easy, it's quick, and I make it fun. Below I will put the PDF or whatever documents, as well as the PowerPoint presentation and all that jazz, so you can check it out for yourself and see if it's something you want to look into. The main thing I want to reiterate, have a plan. Do something that you can stick to. If you can't stick to my method, don't use it, obviously. But if you can, awesome. If you just want to take little bits and pieces, that's what I did to create my method of budgeting. I took bits and pieces, and I'll link those people down below, and they were super helpful. But again, I want to impart that financial freedom is it's a process. It takes time, and I'm not there. I'm not even close to being there, but I have a plan, and that's life. Like, have a plan, know what you're gonna do. I feel like that's what I struggled with the most when I was trying to first pay everything off. I had no idea where to stick my money. I knew it was important to stick it in my savings account. I knew it was important to pay off all like my debt. However, it just wasn't being practical, and I wasn't utilizing everything to the best of their ability. So again, do what you can. Hopefully this helped you. I hope it did. It has helped me. If you need more explanation or have any questions, write them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. Cool. I'm probably gonna do monthly uploads of my budgeting and just kind of show you guys where I'm at in like my financial goals. I'll even go have a video of my financial goals. I mean, money, everybody is, you know, it's a common thing to be hush-hush about, but I don't view it that way. Money is meant there to help us live our lives as well as give us opportunities and experiences, and it's important to talk about. It's important to talk about our successes as well as our unsuccess. But it shouldn't be so taboo, and I mean from the people that I watch, it's not a taboo subject, and I want to be open and honest with everybody about my financial situation in case you guys have really great tips. And that's gonna do it. Sorry that this was a whirlwind of information. Hopefully you took something out of it. Alright team, remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you are notified when I upload new videos, especially if you like budgeting videos like me. Okay, I would love to hear what strategies have worked for you down in the comments below, or again, any other questions, comments, or concerns. I would love to hear from it. Respect others, respect yourself, and do something amazing with your day. Thank you.